Folks, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the Hoppin' French Quarter at the Caesars Superdome. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. Teams here fresh off week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Falcons, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Williams, the man in motion left. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Run.
Running on first down, Eckler. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The Saints at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. That is caught. It's Williams. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. Mayfield. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Mayfield down. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Point right. Run.
Now Mayfield. And he's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up fourth. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
First there, he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up the first down.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. 3rd down, even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of the yard.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
This is taken at the 15. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. We're scoreless after one. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Gonna need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. In motion left comes Williams. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's go.
2nd and 12. Now a give left side for Chubb. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him on the line. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of the game.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half. And I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. 3rd and long, Corral. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be... down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is taken at the 23. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
This is a counter play. Eckler. And he's got room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 2 check plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. He's got the hookup with Diggs. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
19 more yards. That's another Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. Hey, 6-yard line.
On 2nd down and 4. Mayfield looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the side.
Then he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Baker Mayfield, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Corral sets up play action. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Chubb on the counter. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. We had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. That's taken it around the 40. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
On second down, Eckler. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down.
First down at the 24-yard line.
Hey, alert, alert! Hey, alert 33.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. And this is taken in at the 5. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a road. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
To throw, Mayfield. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep him out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force him into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Second down and goal. Mayfield. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on third and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. A final shot before the half for Corral. Going up top. And this one is incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Play action, Corral.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game. It comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield looks to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
To pick up the 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 40-yard line.
And they'll send Williams in motion right. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mayfield. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
A 7-yard loss. Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long for Mayfield. From the left side, it's complete.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
The tackle made back at the 47-yard line.
To try again after the sack. Mayfield. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
A gain of 14 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
Diggs in motion left. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there.
brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Fourth down, Mayfield. It's complete to Diggs. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Run. King. Point it right.
Throwing, Mayfield. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Point it right.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Caught left side, Williams. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 16.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Up the middle with Eckler. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
33.
Looking to throw. And it's caught. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Eckler will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Touchdown! A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Point after right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
Chubb will get the call, running left. He takes it to the 15, a nice display of power. And it gives him a nice pickup. Even with the good gain, I thought they might accept that one.
Yeah, you thought maybe they'd go with the downs as opposed to the yardage. So if you're taking the yardage now, second and less than 5, that tells me you feel good about how your offense is working.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And maybe a yard at most, but officially they'll be left with 3rd and 2. The good run on first down, followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Corral. That ball complete to Isabella. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability, and that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They go play action. Mayfield. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Nick Bonito picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Mayfield to throw it. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Falcons are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Corral takes a shotgun snap.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Corral to throw.
He's going to let it fly. He's got him in, complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
It's a big play there for Atlanta. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Here's Corral.
And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Corral.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Saints have just about sewn up this football game. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown out a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Mayfield.
Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. He's going to air one out.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mayfield to throw. That's caught inside the 20.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think someone's going to get in the QB1s here when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'll be the 2nd person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, 2nd drive, not much better. Eckler now between the tackles. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. A 5-yard pickup brings up 4th down and 4.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And he'll get it only to about the 3 and no further as they stop him. The run on 4th and goal from the 4 is stopped short. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand.
One final play for Corral.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And the ball game is over. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football.